Hi, this is Silent Light, and I wanted to put this video series together talking about the dark side of the media and how you can uncover the spiritual dangers of misinformation and propaganda. This is in connection with the Seven Mountain Prophecy that I also started. So, this is more of a sequence into the mountain of the media. If you haven't seen any of the previous videos in the Seven Mountain Prophecy series, I would highly recommend you take a look at that. So in this video, we're going to explore the impact and the media bias on society. So it's really important to understand the power and the purpose of the kingdom of the air, or the devil's agenda, being pushed by the media. Now, most people may not understand the level of weight that the media can have on you spiritually when it's used incorrectly for a sinister agenda. So you have to see this as a battle for your soul, the soul of the people, the nation, your children, and everybody included, and more. So the soul is a major weapon that the devil is trying to gain through this strategy with the media. And so, it's really important to really guard your senses, when it comes to what you're seeing, hearing, even overall senses when it comes to touching and smelling. And it's really important because when you're using your senses, especially when it comes to the media, there could be a way that it could eventually deposit into your spirit. So it's really important to be aware of that. Now, it's really important to debunk the misconceptions about media manipulation, or at least the common misconceptions. The great thing about us as humans is that we have free will that has been given from God. And for some, it could be considered a gift or a curse, because we as individuals, we're given the authority in our life to make our own decisions. So depending on our decisions made, it could be a good or a bad outcome. Now, because of the gift of the free will by the Most High God, that means God Himself cannot choose for you. So He left so much wisdom in His Word, amongst other tools and guides, to help us make the right decisions. So basically, your life path involves a series of decisions that are made by you throughout your lifetime. And our ultimate goal in our life is to make decisions that will lead to our God-given purpose, or the will of God for our lives. And along the way of seeking the will of God for our lives in this world, we'll be tempted by many temptations and devices from Satan and the media. And media is being used as a tool by Satan. And when people hear that, it goes over many people's head, because they think that, the news is so credible and professional. News would be caught if it was not credible. And I say wrong to all of that. Once you understand third dimension, that Satan rules, or a matrix, then you'll understand that this concept about how could the news be wrong or not credible or have lies, think about it. We live in a world where, slavery took place. We lived in this world where I always wonder, why does God allow these things? And that's because dimensions, so definitely keep that in mind. And many people may not believe that there could be lies in the media, because they look at the local news and that's considered to be truth for a lot of people. And a lot of times it is. The community events aired on the news, that really happened. The weather, that really happened, and so on. So obviously, that's a good thing if you're actually watching media that is true. Now, as I mentioned, this is not obviously all media, but this is an issue that's most commonly aligned with the mainstream media. So keep that in mind. And also keep in mind, and understand that Satan is very strategic and crafty when it comes to using his strategies on the media. He can report 98% true, but that 2% lie can go right over people's heads, because they get comfortable. When people get comfortable, they let their guards down, because most of it was actually true when they hear the news. And he does this to gain trust, to move his agenda forward. It's also developed by instilling fear. And because he knows the power of fear and what it does to the psyche of an individual, he understands the state of fear can manipulate a person to make decisions by their own free will. And this is an example of the principalities that he uses, that we will have to fight to destroy the perceptions of the people, especially with the media. So the media is so important because many people consume hours of it daily. So exercising discernment on every level is key. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about the media influence on your conscious and subconscious mind. So stay tuned.